Hi everyone, my name is Brogan Beck, and I'm going to be talking about the American psychologist Carl Rogers. Carl Rogers was born January 8th, 1902, in Oak Park, Illinois. He is known as the founder of humanistic psychology. He developed person centered therapy, one of the most influential psychologists of the 20th century. He changed psychology by focusing on empathy, acceptance, and helping people reach their potential. He was raised in a strict Christian family. As a child, he was quiet and shy. His family moved from the city to a farm. His childhood encouraged independence, observation, and reflection, which later influenced his theories. Carl Rogers studied at the University of Wisconsin, originally studying agriculture. He attended Union Theological Seminary, which then he took a trip to China and kind of changed his perspective and led him towards psychology instead of ministry. Then he switched to psychology and then earned graduate degrees at Columbia University. In his career, he took many roles, beginning with Rochester Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. He then was at Ohio State University, University of Chicago, and then the University of Wisconsin. Rogers worked with a lot of families, which made him realize that they most improved when they felt understood instead of judged. He also served as the APA president. Carl Rogers is the founder of humanistic psychology. This is the alternative to behaviorism and psychoanalysis. This had the main concept of people are naturally good, they have free will, and then also this is really good for personal growth and then also self-actualization. Rogers believes that behaviorism and Freud's psychoanalysts focus too much on external behavior or unconscious conflicts. Instead, he believed people have the ability to grow and reach their potential when they are supported with empathy and acceptance. And then here's a little visual, and it kind of shows that behaviorism is based off of environment. Psychoanalysis focuses on the unconscious, and then humanistic focuses on personal growth. One of Rogers' big concepts was the actualizing tendency. Rogers' core belief, and then everyone has an innate desire to grow, improve, reach their potential, and become their best self. This belief was believed that people naturally move toward growth if given supportive conditions, and that's the best way they can grow. Next, we have person-centered therapy. This was his biggest contribution, and this kind of focuses around the therapist listening, also supporting, guiding, and never judging a client. And then it also allows clients to discover their own solutions instead of just telling them. So it kind of helps for the best support and growth in a client. These are the 3 core conditions. We have congruence, which is being genuine and authentic, empathy, understanding the client's perspective, unconditional positive regard, which is accepting clients without judgment. This is obviously all applied to a therapy setting with a client and a therapist. And Carl Rogers thought this was the best way to help a patient. Next, we have self-concept. This is the real self versus the ideal self. So the real self is who you are today. The ideal self is who you want to become. So This means that psychological well-being occurs when these two selves closely match. Why does Carl Roger matter? He changed psychology in therapy forever. He founded humanistic psychology, emphasized empathy and acceptance, and then he also believed everyone has the ability to grow. Then I just put some quotes up here that were very important things that Carl Rogers had said. And then here are my references. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have learned more about Carl Rogers and what he has done for psychology.